35 minutes. How and why? I knew I was going over, but how and why? I don't. Okay, maybe I am. Not put off it, but anyway. And welcome back to another episode of Der Story, the Derverse, episode 2, the Derverse timeline overview. I'm just running. We are doing the Derverse timeline again. Let's continue. I mean, we're doing the sub timeline of World War III, the Big Bang. Okay, moving on to 2025 event. The Eastern Coalition in Africa is defeated. Yeah, they lost first. Why did they lose first? Well, because they kind of had to. Because the balance of power from who's EC and who's not in Middle East is pretty balanced. Like for example, people are going to definitely be EC and Unity. Israel, Iraq, Afghanistan are definitely Unity. Iran and Pakistan are definitely EC. It's pretty balanced. I'm not quite sure on Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna see how well they work in real life for a little bit and see if they turn evil. Which, like for example, they want to stop terrorism in the Middle East, but then they are a terrorist state. They have a kingdom with a prince who's gone insane, and like they taken forever to work on women's rights, and they're still working on it. They try though. Like they want your tourism. They want to be friends, but the hardliners are hardliners. Which is hilarious that they're religious men, or holy men, and they do that. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Muslims are great. Whoever's in control of Muslim countries at the time are not. Anyway, all right. So moving on. Okay, moving on to 2025. Dear luck, met luck while testing the Sprungwell super heavy main battle tank prototype in the Middle East. But then I think that was there before. Okay, moving on. Okay, 2025 event. The Eastern Coalition in the Middle East is defeated. So after Africa is defeated, which once America is done with its family business, it can come over and go on the Atlantic coast of Africa, and then the Don Union can pull whatever resources they got left from dealing with China and all the nonsense going over there. Because I'll really need to look in depth. And if you have any recommendations on who should be Unity, who should be EC in the world, please be biased. Like biases are welcome here. As long as you explain why they should be. Like for example, I don't know if Vietnam should be Unity or EC. EC because they're communist, Unity because they're kind of working in the United States. EC because they are still having human rights abuses issues. But you don't hear about much, so I don't know. So I don't know. I legitimately don't know about Vietnam in modern day. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Which, of course, it could be Vietnam War II if they join the EC, or it could be an epic turnaround if they are part of Unity. Which means America really won the Vietnam War if they turn around in the end and become part of the Unity and really become South Vietnam anyway. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, meaning America could still lose a war and come back and win. And of course, if they join the EC, then America can come back and win Vietnam the right way this time. And like it could be like a massive unity fight in Vietnam. Because where's Vietnam? Sorry for being an ignorant, can't say that word. An ignorant American. I know they're on this peninsula. I just don't know exactly where they are on the map. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, like Vietnam get attacked by the Philippines, Thailand, Laos. Because remember, let's hammer in the point of, oh, no, Australia's gonna have fun. Indonesia's on our side, definitely. So Singapore, Malaysia, probably. Um, but the thing about World War III and World War IV is they're true world wars. Literally, there are no neutral countries. Being neutral means you get decimated by your neighbor. Being neutral means if you're neighboring an Eastern Coalition nation, you will be taken over. Which means the only countries that can actually be neutral in this war are the ones that always get away with that. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, whoops. Uh, Switzerland, neutral forever. Although, of course, they're a united nation. Who will touch them? And, I mean, there could be a plot line of like the EC paratrooping soldiers into Switzerland, and then you got Switzerland, and then you got Swiss special forces fighting off basically drop pod troopers dropping from orbit, from Russia. That'd be interesting. Like that would be a cool plot line. But Vietnam, yeah, we'll need to take Vietnam in order to cut off the bomb of China, or at least to start work on the bomb of China. Sorry, by India's unity, Pakistan's not. Pakistan's going to get sandwiched between India and Afghanistan. That would be hilarious. But then again, there'll be China coming over the Napoleon border. It would be chaos. But that's half the fun. Half the fun is having a true world war. Not that the other world wars weren't true, but still, um, like insanity. Like it's what Hearts of Iron 4 should be, pretty much. Like instantly turn on the game, and then every country's fighting each other, in two sides. But anyway, this will actually make a pretty good Hearts of Iron 4 mod. Now that I think about it, I just need to figure out how to mod a mod, which is the modern day mod. But anyway, um, I mean, if you're a modder and would like to work on this project, I would love to have you. Be most honored. But anyway, moving on to 2025 event Pirates. Green and Blue. The Pirates return by helping the EC get around the Unity's blockade and provide weapons and mercenary support, and or act as special forces like Green and Blue, and loan funds got from crime, and most of all, pirates in Indy and Green and Blue on the high seas, skies, spaces, and grounds because of pirates, and they go arg. Yeah, I was this is a big debate. I'm still not quite sure if I like this or not. I like it a lot more now that I've actually put it on the camera. But the pirates, what are the pirates? Well, the pirates are the Yar variety. When it's Ninja versus Pirates in Lego, these are those pirates. The pirates are supposed to be the opposite and foil to Green and Blue. The pirates are supposed to embrace everything bad, whereas Green and Blue embraces everything good. Like for example, you don't ever find a bad Green and Blue member who is any way proud of it, at least. And if they do something bad, they always take off the insignias of Green and Blue and just put it on their own. Because they just can't bring themselves to do anything bad while bearing Green and Blue markings. So yeah. So if you're planning on doing a character who plot requires them to, like for example, um, to basically, for example, kill someone who's surrendering to them with no gun. For whatever reason, you need to make your character do that. Your character needs to regret it. Would your character be kicked out of Green and Blue? No, but your character be really talked to, and stuff like that. Like there are gigantic punishments, and you always get caught. You may get away with it for a little bit, but you always get caught doing something bad in Green and Blue. But then we always forgive you if you want to redeem yourselves. So basically, if your character does not want to be redeemed, like, oh, I kill the enemy, no matter if no matter if they have a gun in their hands or not. Yeah, you're going out Green and Blue. However, if you're someone who regrets it, like in the situation, I don't know, you just shot my best friend. kill the civilian. I couldn't hold it in. Then you can be ordained. You can be brought out of it. Like I'll be writing down like the specifics in their bios, like for example, and like making a faction bio, like what you do in an RTS game, and most fictions, where like Green and Blue does this, Pirates do this. I mean, for example, it's Green Blue versus Pirates, and then the Pirates are going to be, they don't care. Like there are plenty of good pirates, like for example, Captain Blues, who is their leader. Like Captain Blue and his main gang, his main crew, like they call their teams crews. As in pirate crews, happy crews, not gangs. And then gangs, like it's happy. It's like the pirates are supposed to be swashbucklers. They're supposed to bring the age of pirates. They're supposed to be the happy pirates, not supposed to be modern day pirates who are mass murderers who live around their RPGs shooting at cruise ships. They're not that kind of pirates. Because Captain Blue's from the olden days, and he wants to keep the legend alive, pretty much. Um, so yeah. And yeah, and like for example, his crew and the normal pirates are more like Robin Hoods than anything. They're good guys, but they do bad things. Like when they pirate your game, they don't mean to hurt you. They just want to bring your game to the masses because it's the way to be. Um, when they rob, when they rob a Green and Blue caravan, they just want to bring it to the freedom fighters fighting for independence against the oppressors and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. However, that's not all pirates. If you want to play a pirate character who is truly demented in a very mature storyline, oh yeah, there's a pirate crew for you. And you can call them whatever you want. You can call them whatever you want, gang crew, even cell, depending on what kind of pirates you are. And then you can go really dark with the pirates. Like Green and Blue is supposed to go from superhero levels like Superman to Spider-Man to Batman to Iron Man, and then to realistic interpretations like America, Israel, stuff like that. And then go to other fictions like, for example, UNSC Oni and stuff like that. Like however, there is a solid limit. Like for example, would Green Blue Spawn program? They would indeed spawn. Actually, they wouldn't spawn program because I don't believe in genetic manipulation and cybernetics. But the pirates do. I believe in putting stuff on your armor. And the only genetic manipulation and cyberization I believe in is replacing something that's lost. Like for example, if you have a deficiency in protein or something, you can't grow muscle. Well, we'll give you this protein that grows muscle. Um, or if you lost your arm, or if you were born without an arm, oh well, bam! I can make a prosthetic for you. The bards are, oh, you got a fully functioning arm? Oh, chop the thing off and make it a cutlass with a cannon. That's what you want. Or well, this is the modern day. It won't be a cannon. It'll be a 40mm grenade launcher on the arm, shaped like a classical cannon because why not? Um, and that's what the pirates are like. Like for example, in the space age, pirate ships are galleons in space. Whereas Green Blue ships are serious, symmetrical beasts of awesome. Pirate ships are the pirates are supposed to be comical, okay? I mean, they could be more serious pirates, like they could be more scrapped upon pirates. Like they could look like Borderlands or even Mad Max for more realism, or like orcs or anything else. Like pirates are, you have more freedom as pirates than Green and Blue, which is the point. Green and Blue is supposed to have freedom, but it's organized freedom. Like for example, Green and Blue is like going to it's like going to a resort, like a Disney resort, a Bahamas resort, or even Las Vegas. Whereas Pirates, it's like going to Las Vegas or downtown of a city which is more seedy, or even a red light district, or just going completely off the map and just going to the nearest Pirates Cove you could find. That's what the pirates are like. I'll do an entire video dedicated to the factions once I hammer out their bios better. But moving on to the end of the war. 2025 event. Russia and China pushed into at the same time, and surrendered just before Allied forces move onto their capitals. There are some of the few EC countries to do that. Which is supposed to be like the gigantic. Do they really like? Are they really that? Are they really that much jerks? Like Russia and China have played off this entire time, but thanks to the efforts of Derverse heroes like myself and my team, as well as Green and Blue and pretty much anyone in the Unity, or you could be a mercenary operating outside the Unity, pretty much adventurers if you're from Dungeons and Dragons, or whatever you want to call yourself, because mercenaries are in better light than they are in the real world. Because for example, are Green and Blue teams really not mercenaries at this point? And mercenaries are grown to abundance because of all the crazy conflicts happening in the world in World War III. And then the thing is, like, mercenaries are bad because you can literally pay them anything and they go kill people for you, or they can pay anything to your mercenaries and then they can kill you. Or they can be paid to, I don't want to fight this war anymore. I fought this entire war with you this entire time. I won the war for you. I'm just going to leave. Or worse, I'm going to fight the war for them and win the war for them. That's why mercenaries are bad. But in Derverse, you get more honor mercenaries, like they have more societies, allowing people to. And this allows people to be independent from all the factions. Um, like adventurers are in RPGs. So if you were to say make this into a pen and paper RPG, you could be a mercenary and just not be with any group. Um, or you could be a civilian and just be thrown into action, stuff like that, be made into a hero, and stuff like that. While one for the Derverse is just open to stories. Their stories is just one of them. But the Derverse is meant to be opened into any story you want to tell, pretty much. Which is what I want to do. I love the telling story as well, but I'm really making this. I'm making this for myself, but I'm also making this for you all, so you can all come and create this world together. So yeah, I just gotta figure out a way to, get the world up more. So basically telling friends about this, telling friends about the Derverse. And yeah, that's that. That's the end of World War III so far. Um, did I miss anything on this page? I don't think so. But let me know about what you think about World War Three. I definitely need to put this in the title. Like the last two episodes need to be in the title of like World War Three like World War Three sub timeline. Um, that will get some traffic. I hope. I hope don't get demonetized. Like there is no music in this. It's just me talking over Microsoft PowerPoint. I mean seriously. But anyway. All right. So anyway, this is time. We're in on time for once. Yay. But anyway, so yeah, let me know if you let me know if you let me know what you think. And again, this is very freeform right now. So let me know if you want anything changed. Like for example, what countries you want to see on what team in World War Three, or let me know which team you would like to fight for in World War Three, or where you would like to be, and yeah, and stuff like that. And then we can have a discussion, and maybe even have a roleplay session in the comments. I'll be up to a roleplay session in the comments. Um, And like maybe in the roleplay session, like a roleplay session. What we could do is like go between like go in between like two developers would when making a video game, and just go in between, um, and stuff like that. Like for example, I want to be this character placed here, and I want like for example, I want to be a tanker. What tank would I be commanding, driving, gunning, stuff like that? And then I would say, oh, that's what you got. Like, oh, I want to be on this front. Uh, when the war would that be? Oh, I would say then. Like for example, I want to be on the Asian front. When the war will I be? I'll be like, okay, Asian front. where would I be fighting at? And you say, I want to be fighting in China. I would say, okay. Um, during the during the turn of the war, during the turn of the war, actually, let me look at my timeline. At the turn of the war, when overall weapons are unlocked, the sperm whale is unlocked. It's when we start heavily pushing to China. And like, okay, so then, like, could I be in command of a super? Could I be in command of a sperm whale? I'm like, yeah, you could. But sperm whales are mostly green and blue with unity. I'm like, okay, and then that's that. Like, oh, I want to be in North Korea. Where would I have to be? And I'm like, okay, do you want to be killed by the nuke? I'm like, you got a bit less choices that way. But yeah, and then stuff like that. Like that's what we're gonna do. Like in order to have a story, and that's what from like my years of watching video logs for various developers, to use the Halo term. Um, that's how I think it works. Let me know how it works, and let me know if you know how it works during your life and stuff like that. Because you think I got in with the problem I got into with ODST timeline or with the ODST mission, which I should upload to that DeviantArt. I should upload that plain DeviantArt. That's a final draft. Um, the only problem with you is I didn't actually put down the blocking, so you don't know where movement's going on, but you have dialogue. So I hope that's good. I'll have to read it again, and maybe I'll make like a director's cut. Well, where I put in dialogue. I mean, I put in like movement and stuff like that because it was all in my head. I was a noob at the time. I could still do it, but yeah. And also remember, it's with Halo 3 with custom maps half the time. So yeah. Which I do lay out the map so you do get a visualization in your head where it should be. And it might just be cool to read regardless. So I should really upload that to DeviantArt. And maybe do one of these Green&Blue Stories where I just read the entire thing. Um, and yeah, I would like to do it in Halo 3 itself. I just need power on my Xbox. And load up Halo 3 and then go to the maps and do the individual episodes. I should just do that. But anyway, alright, so that'll be it for this video. That'll be it for this part. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate you watching this video means a lot to me. Well, also let me to subscribe to the Patreon, doing stuff for my livings to afford stuff like this. Like in order to make games. Like for example, it would be great to afford. Ignore that. Still ignore it. It's not real. It's not. There you go. Like to afford engine of some type, either this game maker or something. I could just use Unity, but I am so not proficient with coding because I never tried it before. So RPG Maker or Game Maker would be great. RPG Maker is better; it's cheaper. And I play a lot of RPG Maker games, so I know that you can do something really, really cheaply, and simply. So I want to at least try with this. Like get it on a sale or something. $79 not bad for me. Um, Hey, that's the price of digital deluxe, and yeah. And like the thing is, I can do pixel art. At least I hope so. I can do voxel and pixel art. I can do that. Modeling I haven't tried yet. Real modeling I haven't tried yet, so we'll see. Like start something simple, then go to insane complexity, so, which you can do with RPG Maker. And then RPG Maker, I would make something actual strategy, not one of their base RPGs. I will try to use the plugins they call it for coding, and making the game be something else, which you can make RPG Maker into anything to a point. Like it still tastes like RPG Maker eventually, but some games you really have to find that flavor. And other games, it's like this is RPG Maker, so you're not hiding it, and stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, if you have any tips for like my first game when I really haven't done any game development work, please let me know. Like I got Unity itself actually. I don't know. I'm doing with it. So yeah. Like I tried modding some games with it. I couldn't even do that. So yeah. I'm gonna try something easy first. But yeah, like I want to do like a strategy game because I learned that strategy games are actually hard. So real time strategy games are hard. Turn based better. Turn based is better. RPG Maker has a good turn based mechanic. Um, so I could do that, but it's not unit moving. It's you have a team squad. I wish I could make it work. I can make RPG Maker work. I think for a game. Just to get a game out there. To start. I really think I could. At my skill level of none, I think I could. And then I could get tuning lessons from my cousin whenever he's available. Yeah, I could do RPG Maker. I think it'll mainly tune into like for example, a shooter is actually really easy. Making shooter AI is hard. Making shooter physics for bullets is hard. I could mod a game. I could mod a game. I should probably mod a game. Um. Ooh. Can I mod? I'll whatever this next time. Okay, so that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching this video, and I guess see you in skin.